Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddstamps.com, and today I'm going to show you how I did this card. I think you're going to like it. It's fairly simple, but I wanted to show you how I did the little opening for the actual stamped image into that designer series paper. And so, just so you know, we are using the Your Sublime stamp set. It's a new one in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. It's kind of a fun all-around set that you can use for lots of different cards. A couple of different markers. I've got Real Red, Mint Macaron, and Sahara Sand. I'm going to use this little stamp here, and then I'm using some of the designer series paper. It comes 12 by 12. Now I've cut this down to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I'm using the tag punch. So what you're going to do is you're going to line this punch up. You're going to make sure it's butted all the way up to the edge of the punch on the inside, and that these two sides are even. And I'm just all by eyeballing it. And you're going to punch out a tag. Now you can go ahead and use that on another project. Once you've done that, you're going to flip it around and come back in on the other side and line up the tag. It's kind of hard to do it without putting my head in the thing, but line that up and punch it down. And then come in again and line that up and punch it down. And that's how you get a cute label punch. And then I actually came in a third time on this side and punched that down. So you get a bunch of little tiny scraps. And once you are done, that's what your label looks like. So just a really fun way to do a little opening in a card. Now the rest of this card goes together fairly easy. What I did is I took this, and you can decide which you want. I chose the florals just because I was using a stamp that had florals in it. So I'm going to add this to my cardstock. And you have two options here. You can just go ahead and ink up your stamp and attempt to get it into the middle, which is probably the way that I will do it, or you can use the Stamp-A-Majig. And I guess if this doesn't work, then I'll use the Stamp-A-Majig next time. But I'm just going to come in with my stamp and stamp right down into the middle of my label. Looks pretty good. And then I just use markers. I'm going to go ahead, oh, I had a yellow marker. Here it is. So this is Daffodil Delight. And really I'm just straight coloring. Once you've got that done, I've got a piece of Mint Macaron cardstock here that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, folded in half. And I'm just going to add this with some snail right to the front of my cardstock. And then I brought in a piece of Real Red ribbon. I like the look of the Mint Macaron with the Real Red. It's really, I just love it. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm measuring, I'm going to do it again, I'm measuring for a bow to tie around here. And when I do that, I use when it's a bow, I use 4 widths of the card, wherever it's going to be tied onto. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will give you enough ribbon to go ahead and tie that into a bow. If you're only going to do a knot, you just need 3 lengths of the ribbon. Come around here. Tie this into a ribbon, or into a bow. And you can just do a little adjusting. And then the other thing you can do is once you've got your bow tied, you can decide where you want it. So if you want it on the side of the card, you want it on the middle of the card, you can just move it around. But there you have it, just a really quick way. I wanted to show you another use for that tag punch by making this little opening in your designer series paper or cardstock. And then you also have, like I said, you have a tag that you can go ahead and use for another project. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. And if you haven't already done so, you may want to sign up for my newsletter where I offer tips, tricks, and techniques each week with your Stampin' Up! Supplies. Thanks, and you have a great day.